Hi all. In this session, we'll quickly have a look at the Android system services. The Android system services, as in the out-of-the-box services provided by Android, operating system, which we can use based on the requirement. Okay, so some of them are listed here: Connectivity Manager, Location Manager, Notification Manager. Connectivity manager is it will give info about the network. For example, if at all you want to know whether the user is connected to a Wi-Fi network or whether he is connected to a 2G or 3G network, connector manager will help. So why do we need to know, whether the user is connected to a Wi-Fi network or to a 2G 3G network? The answer is simple. In certain cases, for example, if you have to do some background operation, if you want to download a bigger file, you have to check if the user is like, maybe we have an option to make sure the heavier operations are performed only when the user is connected to Wi-Fi, or we can also give the user this option to uh, the users as well. If the user from the settings select if the user is selecting, saying okay, download these sort of things only when connected to Wi-Fi. So if we have those sort of settings, accordingly, based on connected manager, we can perform our operation. For example, even in other cases, something like if user is using 2G network, to make sure a lot of uh, internet is, or network is not overused by our app. What we can make sure is we can have some checks and balances as well. For example, the user is connected to 3G, then don't download the images, or download only low quality images. So those sort of things can be done, if we know what sort of connection user is using. Okay, the next one comes Location Manager. This is now these days, most of the apps are using. This is to know which location the user is located. Especially, it will be very useful. It's kind of mandatory for the apps wherein which will use Google Map services, or traveling apps, something like Uber, or those sort of apps wherein it uses Google Maps, or if you want to provide service based on the location. uh, for those kind of services, Location Manager will be useful. Notification Manager, it's for alerting the user. uh, uh, you know in most of the apps uh, use Notification Manager to give vital information. And when it comes to apps like chat related or news related apps, notification plays a major role, without which the apps can't function. If you are using WhatsApp or Facebook, uh, it's more like notifications are the ones which make the engagement, if possible. Okay, let's take up one thing at a time. So this we have discussed Connectivity Manager, which provides the networking capability of the devices, wherein the application have to perform differently based on the device. If it is the requirement, then we can use the Connectivity Manager. So it's pretty simple actually. This is the Connectivity Manager. If we can just using the network info, we can just get active network info, and we can use if or switch statement saying that if it's Wi-Fi, if it's of 2G, if it's of 3G, we can have those sort of things. This will also help, to check, to to quickly check whether the user is connected to the internet or not. So this particular function info.is connected, which means the user is connected to some network. So we can also handle if the user is connected to network, okay, go download it. Otherwise, maybe show a page saying, the internet connection is not available to perform certain activity. So yeah, that's all about connectivity manager. Next comes location manager. So so the location manager will give the location of the user. If at all we want to give more accurate, then we have to prompt user to enable GPS. So this is, of course, we can't actually keep prompting users to enable GPS. So this is kind of mandatory for place or for apps wherein which requires accurate details, like delivery apps or travel apps. Otherwise, if at all you want to just know the location of the user, like where the user is residing at, maybe the city or the country, so just enabling the location, they're just getting the permission from the user to access the user's location is kind of sufficient. So this is also pretty much straightforward. Just use location, using location manager, uh, you know uh, we can easily get last known location based on the program. Here it is based on network, in the sense, the GPS network, whatever the user is using, based on that we can get the last known location. Okay, so we have various callbacks for location manager. Something like when the location is changed, perform certain approach. When you know uh, when the provider is enabled, as in when the location, when we are able to get the location details, when we are not able to get the location details. So for various callbacks, we can get these sort of callbacks to act upon. Okay, the next thing, so this is important. There is also something called as permission. So we have in previous sessions, we have discussed about manifest. Manifest is kind of the uh, soul of, or in other words, that will give the entry point, or that will have kind of a table of content. In a book we have something called as table of content, right, which will have kind of give a brief idea about what is there in the book. Similarly, manifest will give a complete idea about what is there inside the app. So the basic information will be defined in it. One such information is permission. Whatever are the permissions which are required for the app, which will be defined, which will be entered in the manifest. If at all we have to access the location, we have to provide this particular permission. This needs to be added to the manifest, then only we can access the location. Why it is required? Because user has to give a permission to access the location. So if at all when you provide this permission in the manifest, whenever the user install the app and open the app, user will get a prompt saying this app wants to access the location. The user has to give the permission, then only we will be able to access the location. Okay, then next comes notification manager. So uh, you know when it comes to notification, if at all we want to send notification, first we have to configure in Firebase. So Google has a product called Firebase. In that there is something called as FCM. That's the cloud messaging you know, cloud messaging tool provided by Google. So in Firebase, we have this FCM option using which we can send notification. Of course, it's not a kind of, we are just limited to FCM to send the notification. We also have, you can use different other providers as well. For example, Amazon has a service, different other providers has service, and some people use there's something called as one signal. They use a wrapper on top of FCM to send notification. So there are various ways to send notification, but when we are sending the notification manager will make sure the will act as a bridge for connecting the notification to the respective apps. So this notification manager allows an application to put a message in the status bar. So something like this, right? We will be getting a message, alert message for, in a sense, for various other things, right? WhatsApp notifications, email notifications, all those things. We'll get it, especially from the, you will first get it in the status bar, and then we'll get it in the, there is something which is called as notification tray, where if you just drag from here, you will see all set of notifications, right? So that's called as notification tray. So in general, it will have an icon indicating, this icon will indicate which app from which the notification is coming. Then it will have a title, right? This is a notification bar. The if you just see, if this is on a status bar, if you just see the notification tray there, apart from title, we can also have a single description, plus it can have configurable options like you can uh, you know send a reply for an email from there, email notification, or you can share we can also have customizable actions like share and certain other things on the notification tray. Okay, in general, what we will do is we'll put an icon, text and title and message, and then we'll send the notification. So based on app setting, the notification can have a sound, vibration, or flashing lights. Those options will also be available. Okay, so this is how it is. Just to give this is a piece of code which just explains on how it is being handled. So whenever we develop an app with a notification, during that time we can go deeper into it. So in a pretty this is a kind of a listener. So the notification, using notification manager on response, whenever we get a response, we will show the notification. We'll show the notification with these details like title, and then whatever the icon which we have to keep, and the notification manager will notify with these details. Okay, so that's it. In this session we have quickly covered what are the Android system services. So the three main Android system services are, let's just go back, and yeah, these three things: connectivity manager, location manager, and notification manager. We have covered yeah, these things. Maybe in the app which we are going to develop, we'll also see a demo on how exactly this is going to work. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.